Well, today we are joined by having Dr. John Denboer with us. And we know that a lot of you have had questions regarding smart brain aging. And we wanted to give him an opportunity to answer some of those questions, tell us what's been going on. So welcome, Dr. Denboer.
Thanks for having me here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very good. So Dr. Denboer, I know you've been affiliated with Glenncroft for such a long time, and we've gotten to work together, and we'll get into that a little bit later with Zolife, but we kind of wanted to bring you on and set the table for what's been going on with your company, kind of what residents' expectations can be going forward, and maybe some of the transitional periods that's happened on this campus over the last month or so. So we're going to let you take it away and kind of tell us what's been going on.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for having me here. I really appreciate it. And yes, we've been affiliated with Glenncroft now for about 3.5 years, and really have enjoyed that experience very much. And we have 2 new clinicians out here that will be doing cognitive therapy and occupational therapy, and they are Aubrey and Eloise. And so we did move from a room near Henry's to a conference room at the Towers.
Good. So how would, if we've had so many people coming down to the Performance Center, like, where are they? How do I get a hold of Denboer, his team? Like, they want to be very specific. They want to work with Dr. Denboer and Smart Brain and his team. And so that's why we said, okay, we want you to come in and do that explanation, but how do they know they're reaching you guys, and how can they find those 2 ladies you just mentioned?
Absolutely. So I'll give you 2 phone numbers for people to call. We've been calling all the residents that are interested. Our phone number to our office remains the same number, and it is 480-993-3879. That's 480-993-3879. And all the services are done under my supervision. We're a licensed facility that's licensed to bill insurance and Medicare. I do want to give all the residents my personal cell phone, and they should not feel afraid to use it in any case should they have a question. I want them to feel like they shouldn't have to go through a middle person. If they have a question or concern, aside from talking to you, they can always talk to me about it. And my personal cell phone is 602-510-9217. 602-510-9217. And you can call me at any time.
Very good. I think we should take a step back, and we've had so many new residents move onto campus that have never been exposed to what your training methods are and all of the Smart Brain. So why don't you give a snapshot of what a new resident or somebody that's never worked with your team members, what do they do? What's some of the things that you do for them?
Yeah, the idea is what we want to do is we cannot prevent dementia, but we help maximize people's cognitive functioning, their brain functioning as they age. So we're focused on getting people that are healthy, like the Glenncroft residents that are participating in the Center for Modern Aging, and we want them to engage in new and novel learning exercises that are research-based, that are Medicare approved. And what that does is it helps release a chemical in the brain, and it serves to the brain to stop shrinking. And so we can help mitigate what we call mitigating any potential dementia. And so we do that through a combination of mental exercise, and then what Aubrey does on campus is we're adding something to it, which is a little bit of occupational therapy, where people can work on independent activities of daily living.
Very cool.
Oh, that's great.
That is cool. Yeah. We've had so many of the residents that have worked with your team that have also participated in beta. And it's really cool to see the 2 working cohesively together, right? The workouts, the eating better, and the learning, and then what you provide, I think, is the broad, holistic approach to what you're talking about.
And seeing a difference. I think that's a big part of it, is really recognizing and seeing a difference from the program.
The way you guys, why it's such an honor to be here is that the programming, the way that it's set up, attracts people that want to be very active in terms of doing a well-rounded, holistic experience. A wellness experience, and then we find that the residents here, as you know, are much more proactive regarding their health care, and it with things like Center for Modern Aging, it's a kind of a great fit. So we're a research-based program that's medically driven, and we like to think of ourselves as simply one piece of the pie of the whole wellness.
That's very cool. So
wonderful.
You obviously do this at other campuses.
Yes.
So while we're not trying to toot our own horn with ZoLife, do you see?
Well, yes, we are.
Yeah, we are.
Yes, we are.
Zo TV. Yeah. But do you see this approach of what we're trying to accomplish here with having a performance center and having this fall prevention strategy and eating this plant-based Mediterranean diet and our education program? Do you see other campuses following suit, or are we kind of still the abnormal piece in the puzzle?
You know, I would say, unfortunately, you're still the abnormal piece of the puzzle. I was telling Aubrey and Eloise when they were coming over, I was saying, you know, when they were first coming over to talk to you guys and to talk to Kay, I was saying, you know, you're really honored because you're in our best community. We're in 55 communities throughout the state right now, and we'll be in 75 in a month or two. And we feel grateful to be in all the communities that we're in, and they range quite significantly. But this is really a cutting edge place, which in some sense I'm glad for you, but in other senses I kind of wish it wasn't. Yeah. Right?
And yet we say thank you because we really like being abnormal right now, as far in comparison to other communities.
Right. Yeah. I always, this is incredibly, interesting and cutting edge. At the same time, I think there's some things that are intuitively obvious about the way we should be working with older people, and I do wish that other communities would take your sort of your methodology and to do some of those sort of things.
Well, I think what was so great coming out of beta 1 through 4 was we obviously got so much data in terms of all prevention strategies and all of the testing and assessments that we did in this room, but getting what you did, because you do your own bit of assessing and whatnot. And I know we had many conversations of, wow, this campus from my, all my data I'm getting, this campus is really starting to shine, and it sheds light on this approach is the right approach, and hopefully others follow suit. So I think the data has been big, right?
Yeah, the data is huge. I mean, I always tell my students and the people in my company is that, there's certain things that we can do, but if we really can't measure it, then we really can't change it.
Right.
In some respect. Right. And so, we do measurement quite a bit because we need to for Medicare standards, but we also want to show mitigation, and we want to improve our product, similar to what you all are doing. So, and again, we feel very blessed to be just interacting on campus and to be in such a beautiful environment, but to know that our program is just one in terms of the complement of others.
Very good. Well, I know you gave your phone numbers. Obviously, new residents or guests can reach out at any point, right? It's not too late. You don't have start date or anything.
No.
New people start all the time?
Yeah, we're going to be doing another presentation here fairly soon, but anybody can start at any time. And Aubrey and Eloise are on campus on Tuesdays and Thursdays now.
You've been such a long-standing part of our team here.
Partner.
It's part of this kind of show is to get someone like you, is one of us out in front of situations like this to the horse's mouth. Like for us to go explain it, doesn't do justice to it.
Everybody has the correct information.
That's right.
Right, absolutely. And I appreciate the patience and the resilience from the residents. I wouldn't really expect anything less from the folks here at Glencroft, but I appreciate people asking questions and being direct and sticking with us and questioning. These are all really good things, and I really anticipate moving forward in a positive direction.
Good, perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for being on our show.
Well, it's
today.
amazing to be in this room again because I remember I think you guys were just moving equipment in at one point, and
we're super
awesome
proud of it. And it's fun to see it buzzing.
Absolutely.
So it's beautiful. Appreciate it, Doc.
Thank you so much.
Really
it was great seeing you today.
Thank you.